The strategy which our program is following, particularly with cocoa, it's the biggest part of our program, is not really to depend absolutely on the local markets. I think the biggest advantage for Papua New Guinea, based on our analysis and observation and experience elsewhere, is looking for niche markets, because the products are superior. If you see globally the kind of products the Western markets, Europe, North America, and some of the wealthier countries require is organic, pure, not contaminated with some of the chemicals, etc., and which grew in a very natural environment, which PNG has. But PNG has not taken full advantage of this. So our program, at the heart of our program, is exploring specialty niche markets. I wish if you had time to go to Angoram to visit the Sperian, where a smaller, group, some business entity is a farmers group led by someone called Sperian, is producing good cocoa from even the Sepik River, which is of high quality, which attracted the attention of buyers in New Zealand, which makes them come all the way to that place to assess and sign even a contract for a sale of certain amount. What was the amount as 10 containers or 20 metric ton per year? 10 or 20 metric ton. Now the challenge is, would the Spare and that smaller group meet this volume? Certainly we know, not now. It is. So answering your question, for the PNG not to be price taker, the advantage is to look for markets, global niche markets, which are ready and able to offer value for money. We call it value. This is the value is in the quality of your products. That is one aspect for farmers, who are selling. The second aspect is the value addition and processing. I think we did not mention this in our briefing. One of the work we are doing is supporting SMEs in adding value to the cocoa. As an example, taking cocoa. One good example, now we are working with the Paradise PFL, Paradise Foods Company, particularly with Queen Emma, for them to take the cocoa from the Sepiks and also from other parts, but ours is here, and to add value, process it. At the moment, Queen Emma is selling powder and semi-finished products. The idea, our plan is to support them to produce chocolate. The more value you add, you are avoiding being a price taker. You are selling the final products either in local markets or you are exporting it to other markets. The advantage again is the cocoa. We have seen from even in the Asia Pacific, where people are selling Papua New Guinea coffee. They're mentioning Papua New Guinean. I have at least seen coffee where nobody knows here. We don't even know. They repackage it and they use the name of Papua New Guinea to promote their product. So value addition and beneficiation and trying as much as possible to produce process is one. It's not only Paradise Foods, but we are also working with SME in Wiwak on a small scale cocoa processing. But this is the beginning of transformation. Remember, our objective is transforming the rural sector, the value chain. And it takes time, but the transformation journey has started. So we will be, maybe by 2024, we will probably be concluding our, support with PFL with the small processings to demonstrate value addition is one of the ways to avoid, being a victim of being a price taker.
In very short, they are not farmers, they are businessmen. We should think like a businessman. And business is not for 1 year. Business is for at least 13 years for cocoa. Why I am saying 13 years? Because the life of the tree is 13 years. They should plan their thinking. They should change their thinking like we are not farmer, we are a businessman. We should plan for next 2 years or 3 years. Okay, maybe next year will be not good for us, but after next year, coming 2 years would be very good. It happens in every agriculture commodity. 1 year is good, 1 year is bad, maybe 2 years is good, the next year will be good. So they should plan. And for this planning thing, we already giving them a training in business management. So when they think like a businessman, they will not leave their things in just saying that, okay, this year cocoa is not working, let's leave this thing, let's go do something else. So they have to be a businessman. They have to think like a businessman.
Just the last one, let me just mention about our projection. Based on our statistics, data we collected, and based on the 2 million cocoa seedlings we distributed so far, our projection is by 2026, the two separate regions will get an additional revenue of 90 million kina. Remember, this is an incremental. This is on top of what they would have obtained from their regular farms. So this is the conservative estimate, and this estimate is based on half the price of cocoa today. Because we did not want to paint a very exaggerated picture. If we take half the price, now cocoa price globally is around $6,000 per metric ton. We assumed half of that, and our projection based on intervention, our intervention alone, we expect a minimum of 90 million kina additional income for cocoa farmers. This is based on the data we collected from our program, and assuming half the price of today, because today's price is the highest in record cocoa price. It may not sustain, so things may stabilize at some point. That's why we are very conservative in our price. The vanilla projection is by 2026, based on our intervention, we expect an additional revenue of 30 million. The vanilla would come from quality, mostly. The vanilla cured properly, sealed, packed properly, fetches a much higher price than, again, we have assumed reasonable, normal prices. So these are some of the statistics. The key point is the results of this program, STREIT. You would not see everything today. Quite actually, to be honest, the results, most of the results will be accrued from this year, next year, and in the next three years. By the 5th year, results would have matured, and the CEPICs will benefit from the full impact of the integrated program. What I mentioned is about only cocoa and vanilla. The gains from renewable energy, gains from financial inclusion, gains from digital presence and promotion of the markets, gains from other aspects, SMEs, skill, knowledge. We are not able to quantify in terms of money. So I think this is an important aspect for the public to understand. The returns to investment from CEPIC are likely to happen exponentially in the coming 3 years. I think maybe with that background, I would rather wind up my briefing. I'm happy to answer some questions you may have.